Hi, my name is Caroline Calder, and welcome to Scots Talk. Today I'm joined by our head of school, Mr. Ethan Shapiro, who will be answering some of our questions today. Hi, Mr. Shapiro. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure, Caroline. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So I hear that you just got back from New York, where you met with alumni and members of the St. Andrews community. Can you tell us a little bit about the trip?
Yep. We go to New York at least once a year. We have a lot of St. Andrews alums that live in New York City or in the New York area, and it is awesome to connect with them. We see a lot of faces that we see every year, and then every year we see a lot of new faces of St. Andrews alums that have never been before. And they are amazing people. They are doing amazing things. So there's two things that are really cool about that. One is we get to see and connect with St. Andrews alums, and the other is they get to connect with buddies and pals from their time here.
Right.
So it's an awesome trip.
Yeah, that's amazing. And then TEDx St. Andrews is in its 9th year now at St. Andrews. What excites you most about watching the speakers each year?
Carolyn, I have to say, I think TEDx and how we do it here is one of the most impressive things about St. Andrews for me. I've been telling people that for the last few days, just what an amazing job it was again this year, like it is every year. And I am so impressed with our students and what they're able to do. Especially, I think of those 10-year-old fifth graders up there giving amazing talks, and our high school kids and alums and teachers, and all the work that gets put into it, I think is one of the best representations of what excellence can look like at St. Andrews. So I'm super proud.
And now that we are completing 1 year in Charles and Haggerty Hall, what's next on the campus master plan?
Well, what I hope is next is we are in the process of raising money for a few new dormitories. It'll be over in the area sort of near where the current girls' dorm is. We're working hard on that. We're trying to get city approval, and we have an architect for that. So that's probably the next big project coming, and it's again going to be an amazing new facility when it's finally done.
That's really exciting. What was one highlight where you saw our school year theme of purpose genuinely come to life among our students?
Yeah, I don't think I have one. I have a lot. I think of Chris D'Angelo's TED Talk where he talked about what his purpose would be after he hurt his knee a year ago in a football game. And I think of the chapel talks we've had where students have talked about what their purpose is, or even things that we do all the time like Dance Marathon, and how those students were able to connect what they're doing into their purpose in their lives. So what's been most gratifying for me is how that theme has resonated with all kinds of students and faculty over the course of the year.
And then I'm a senior about to graduate from St. Andrews. What do you hope that the class of 2026 will take away from this year?
Well, I hope they take away a feeling of gratitude for all that St. Andrews has given them and all they've given to St. Andrews. As you know, Mr. Beekmeyer and I meet with all the seniors in the spring, and that's what we talk about. What are you grateful for? What do you care about most in your St. Andrews experience? I will probably talk about that a little bit in my baccalaureate remarks the night before commencement. So more to come on that.
And then finally, the World Cup is happening in North America this summer. What do you think is most exciting about having it happen in our backyard this year?
Yeah, I think the World Cup is up there with the Olympics as one of the great international sporting events that we get to have as a people on this planet Earth. So getting to host it is amazing. It's the world sport. I look forward to our team doing really well and seeing all the amazing teams from all over the country. So I probably can't afford a ticket, but I'll be watching all the games on TV.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Shapiro, for your time today. We really appreciate you answering all of our questions.
My pleasure.
Well, there you have it. Thanks so much for tuning in to Scots Talk. And remember,
Go Scots.